So many things I gotta do. So many things I gotta do. I gotta do. I gotta do. Gotta do.
Hey y'all, Hotep. So, greetings. Bless up and Akwaba. I am Sis r.n.a, and I am a victim of racism. I am also a representative from the voices in the margins, and I am, true to the cause of African liberation via unification and utilizing the tool of healthy and effective communication. Racism Non-Anonymous as a revolutionary 12-step program to support recovery that is for African descendants. It is uniquely designed with the African in mind, and it's designed to support our recovery from the impact, the traumatic impact of racism, white supreme lunacy in our lives. That system of racism, white supreme lunacy in the lives of African descendants has certainly supported our disconnection from each other and our living, breathing, and practicing European cultural thought and behavior. For the African descendant, that means certain death. As a victim of racism, one of the things that I experienced and one of the signs of our traumatically stressed out status of being is evident in the way we communicate with each other. I was called today by apparently someone who seems to put themselves forward as a person of African descent and who is interested in African descendants, and certainly who is interested in the youth of African descent getting what they need to survive and sustain themselves in this world. Yet this particular African descendant, who goes by the name of Scalar Intelligence, is that supposed to be a play on stellar? Scalar Intelligence on YouTube referred to me as, quotes, an unruly, corrosive black bitch who is keeping us in chaos. And it's like aluta continua, and I asked the question, Casaria Injera, and how are the children? It's clear to me that this person, A, according to their profile, in relationship to me, they are a child. They are at a minimum 20 years my junior, yet they are free to speak to me in such a fashion and make it publicly known. So this is my response in regards to the comments that were made. I'm going to continue my commentary. I'm going to continue sharing my voice and my story and my experiences as I continue to work this program of recovery that I have developed for African descendants and for myself first and foremost. So to you, Mr. Scalar Intelligence, one, you suggest that I just focus on my shit, quote unquote, and what you seem to miss totally is the fact that that is in fact what I was doing. As I suggested in my video response regarding Umar's education to the Sistren, that I had not listened to his whole commentary in that one clip. And so I took responsibility for my shit and let you know that what I am sharing is my shit. And that is what my nose was in. Like, and what does this mean to me? You know what? This is what I think as I'm hearing just this piece. And that's enough for me to have some thoughts on. So that's number one. Number two, yeah, I'm keeping us in chaos. Yeah, well, yeah, chaos on a spiritual perspective is blackness, the blackness, where everything is all intertwined and intermingled and together. Chaos. The blackness.
Now this one goes out to all the...
So in that regard, I appreciate that acknowledgement. And chaos in the context of European thought and behavior, I would want to get us in a state of chaos, because when we get in a state of chaos and, we may begin to fight back at the attacker, our joint enemy, and yet the current state of chaos that we're in, whereby you are free to attack me in the way that you are doing, yet I'm the one that's keeping us in chaos. It's like, yeah, right, okay. I understand that you're likely to be a victim. Either you are a victim of racism yourself, or you are a racist man or woman. It's just as simple as that. He tells me what Umar is out there doing. He's out there helping. He got his education to serve us. And you about, I listened to a video he did, someone posted today, where he was here and did a presentation. And he talks about the 5 C's, and I agree with that in and of itself. One of the C's that I recall, though, was consistency, that he encouraged African descendants to. I know for me as an African descendant, that is one of my primary challenges in this system that we are in, being able to be consistent in certain areas of my life. By the same token, because I do know the brother personally and have worked with him personally, I do also recognize areas where I kind of question his consistency. Yet, at the same time, when I question, quote-unquote, his consistency, is really not him personally, because he is not unique for me in the inconsistent behavior that we, victims of racism, display. The primary inconsistency that I recognize all of us seemingly to be engaged in is an inconsistency in thought and behavior. You say one thing, yet we do something totally fucking opposite. And I have witnessed that with the brother in my direct interactions and relationship with him. I have experienced an inconsistency in his thought and behaviors in his relationship with me. Yet you clearly know nothing about that until now, and even now, people, because of the virus, the European cultural way of thinking and behaving, you are likely to take those words that I just shared and continue to frame them and convert them to fit your image of me, which, as you have said very plainly and boldly, that I am the quote-unquote unruly, corrosive black bitch. Okay, so you also suggest that when this is all over, that I will be the one. I will not run my mouth to men. Boom, shot. There you go. Your patriarchal meme, which is consistent with Brother Umar's in terms of my experience with him, that patriarchal in those memes that support patriarchy, because of course as a woman I'm not supposed to quote-unquote run my mouth at men when 911 is gone. That statement is just packed with so many inconsistencies. Number one, inconsistencies about me, and suggestions and innuendos, and you speak those words as if you know me. And that is where the great fallacy, one of them, shows up in our communications and interactions with each other. And, you know, so you said my kind ain't gonna last. Yeah. So that's all I have to, that's what I have to say in response at this point. I thank you so much for sharing your shit with me, Scalar Intelligence, and providing me the venue and the opportunity to respond to you in the way that I have. So thanks for listening to me share.
who send we come? Only the Father. Where him send we for get things in a order. Who him send fi come? Him send the Rasta. Rasta man, we are his messengers and warrior. Who send we come? Only the Father. Where him send we for get things in a order. Who him send fi come? Him send the Rasta. Rasta man, we are his messengers and warrior. I are the postman and he is the sender. I give him the blessing for the service.